yeah, next part of Nukes. Well, second part of Nukes. Let's go.
A guy named Don Rivas says that he was working security at an Old Navy store when he noticed a man that seemed to be shoplifting. But later, when Don watched the CCTV footage back, he noticed something in the video that totally freaked him out.
Look right here. Look right here. Right here. Look. Look, watch. What is that? What is that? And it's just gone, bruh. It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now it's not, bruh. What is that? Bruh. What is that? What is that?
So some sort of little, I don't know what that thing is.
It looks like he's got a moustache. It looks like a kind of American kind of cop, or like Pablo Escobar, like the moustache.
But it seems to appear and then disappear right behind the man's leg. Viewers have speculated that the figure could be anything from a mischievous troll to even some sort of small demon. But what do you think?
It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now it's not, bro. What is that?
In this next clip, a woman in Compton, California says that one night her front door Ring camera caught a very strange trespasser walking beside her house.
That is some signed shit.
The woman says she has no idea who or what this could be, but the footage has been causing a stir in the alien subreddits. So, is this an alien gray out taking a random stroll around the neighborhood? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Footprint.
Either that or it's someone with a big bouffant hair piece. But my money's on grey alien.
David from Oakland, California runs his own contracting business. But when he is hired to remodel a room where a 3-year-old girl tragically passed away in a fire, things get truly bizarre. Because of all the remodeling, the floor is covered in white drywall dust. David arrives at work one day to see this.
Okay, so my last video wasn't too long because I didn't press a 10-minute icon bit. Anyways, I'm just getting into work, right? Nobody in this unit. I'm the only one besides the owner with the key. The owner lives all the way in New York. I'm in Oakland, California. So this unit had a fire a few years back. This was a little girl's room. This was a room. And I'm like lost for words right now, I'm sorry. Like, crashed my bed, I'm getting chills, hair standing up on my arms. But the girl that happened to pass away in this unit was 3 years old. Look at what the fuck I see on the ground. Those are not an adult-sized footprint. One into the wall. This is where her bed was at, right here. I talked to the owner, I video called him and everything. And I've been here and little kids laughing. I just thought it was coming from outside. But it's like a little, I felt something go like this in my ear. And yeah, I hear all the activity coming from that closet. And right here, but this really baffled me. Like I said, nobody else has the keys. There's no kids in here. I lock up everything. It's a 4-unit complex. Nobody's in here. Nobody been in here. There's an alarm system. So we got paranormal activity. Look at these little feet. Look at these little cute little feet. If you're in here, ghosts, I mean no harm. I'm Uncle Dave. You call me Uncle Dave. Just fixing up your room for you.
Don't say that. It might come with you. I mean, first of all, I would not accept a job if they told me that backstory to a place. Like, anyone dying, I don't think, but not a little kid. That is whole way too bad vibey to me. But Yeah. I would be scared that little girl might cling on to you. Don't be saying like, oh, I'm a nice guy. Yeah. Some creepy ghost girl following you around. No one needs that.
Okay, but yeah, I believe in ghosts. So if you have anything paranormal, share it on Ghost. But man,
That's crazy.
I work in every environment.
That is crazy because it is a proper foot. Like yeah. That's crazy.
Even if it's haunted, you know. But yeah, you know. But yeah. Say something. You hear some ghosts.
I just hear say, man.
Capture ghost activity. Share it, man. Okay. Peace out. God is love. See you later.
Now, David's video is already weird enough, but when he posts this video to the internet, his viewers notice something even creepier that David didn't even hear.
Yeah, I heard
At
something.
1 minute and 58 seconds into the video, a soft female voice can be heard saying, "Hi."
Yeah. No. No.
Then again, about 15 seconds later, as David signs off his video, the soft female voice is back, and it can be heard saying, "Bye."
God is love. See you later. See you later.
Now, David says that no one else was there with him.
Yeah, I definitely heard that. Definitely heard that. Normally when the music goes, you're like, what? But I heard that before the music went.
And it should be noted that David has never posted any paranormal video to his page before this. So did David encounter the ghost of the little girl who passed away in the fire in this room? You decide. Cop out. Brothers Jake and Noah Bruce are investigating the old abandoned Liberty High School in the small town of Ohio City, Ohio. The giant 4-story school was built in 1914 and is said to be haunted by multiple ghosts. Visitors claim to have seen several spirits, including the misty apparition of a young girl, a woman in white who roams the school hallways, and even the sinister, angry spirit of a man who took his own life right behind the school. So Jake and Noah find bits of paranormal evidence here and there, strange noises and weird voices on their spirit box.
Dude.
That was boom, 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 boom. That was running. That was running.
Dude. Dude.
So guys, we are going to... Has this been on? What was that?
What the actual was that?
They don't find much evidence of paranormal activity. But later, as the two brothers split up and Jake goes to do an EVP session in the school's basement, something happens that is absolutely terrifying. But it's not what Jake expects. Not at all.
Stephen Hawkins' ghost.
Jake! Oh my God, Jake!
Was that inside?
Yeah.
Shh. Get down here now. Now get down here, dude.
No, you come with me, bro. That was on my level.
Call the cops on my phone now. Call the cops. Call the cops.
What?
Call the fucking cops. Just get down. Turn the lights off.
As Jake is doing his investigation, real gunshots ring out from somewhere in or around the abandoned school.
That was gunshots. That was gunshots. Just sit down. Turn the light off. I'm at the old Liberty High School. There's shots fired. Please come here quick.
Okay, stay on the line, please. Are you guys in a safe spot right now, hiding?
Kind of, but not really.
Did you see anything?
No, we just heard the gunshots right outside and I ran up here. And then we hear them entering. Or it sounds like it.
Okay, where does it sound like the shots came from?
A gun?
Outside by on the north side.
Eventually, the local sheriff's department arrives on the scene to investigate.
Put your hands up. Pull a stick.
Thank you all.
Yep.
We go over here.
You guys armed at all?
No, we have nothing.
Are you the callers?
Yes, yeah, we are.
So what happened?
Well, we're
Back here.
we're in here filming a ghost video of all things, and I was kind of standing down here in the cellar, and it sounded like it had to have been like in this parking lot, just like 7 shots. So I ran up to him where he was up in the gymnasium, and we just heard like rattling on the door, and that's when we were like, yeah, we should probably call.
But now, this is when things get really weird. So Jake and Noah are outside, but their static cameras are still in the school and are still filming as the policemen head inside. The officers don't find any armed gunmen, but they do find, something.
Sheriff's Office, if you're in here, make yourself known.
That is definitely not what you want to hear the police to be saying when you've just called them from the inside. This is the bit in the movie where they call the police and the 2 police officers get killed. And now they're done for because their phone's in there by their camera or some shit. Now they're getting chased round. This is literally that part of the movie. What did he see? What on earth did he see? Because you got to think as well, police are like, even though they're on edge going into something like this, but they are used to it to a certain degree. So what did he? Well, I guess we'll find out.
Nobody in there, but there's something in there. Are you serious?
For real?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what?
Let me just go.
For real?
So right there on the 2nd floor,
Yes.
we were looking this way. I heard pitter patter, like that, along that, what would that be? The east wall? Yeah. And then he hears it at the end of the hallway, and as I'm taking my light down, I see something go, like dart across.
Are you guys dead ass?
Swear.
Do you have
And then
body
we were
cam?
like, no. But we were talking about you guys. We were like, let's just black out for a second. So we went completely black in there, and all of a sudden we heard movement behind us, and we just ran.
For real?
Because there's nobody in there.
Okay. Dude.
I've never seen anything like that before. No. That's actually scared me. Good luck.
Damn. All right, well. Great.
So if you guys need anything else or hear anything else,
Yeah.
preferably if it's a human being.
They only if it's a human being. Don't be ringing us. We ain't Ghostbusters, bruv. Who you gonna call? Somebody else. They need to recruit these two police. Imagine that. Imagine going ghost hunt. You expect them to come out and be like, "You two as idiots. You're trespassing." No, they come out with an even spookier story than what you have. You have people shooting, which is scary. They have something that they don't even know what it is.
Let us know. Yeah, definitely. Well, we appreciate you guys checking. Thank you guys so much.
So, while Jake and Noah didn't seem to find any ghosts in the old abandoned Liberty High School, apparently the Ohio City Sheriff's Department did see something.
There's nobody in there, but there's something in there.
Something that they just can't.
He literally came out with the same energy, like, dude, like that type of energy. You ain't gonna believe what's happening in there. You would, like, that's not how this is meant to go. You're meant to come out here and reassure me, not terrify me even more. Great catch, no lads. Great catch. I've never seen a police department react like that to something. Something, that's what I mean. Something must have spooked them. I wonder what was in there. Vampire.
Dude, what the f is happening? The cops saw a ghost. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, we're gonna get out of here as fast as we f***ing can. When in the history of paranormal have you seen cops on camera run out of a damn building and say good luck and leave? Yeah.
Heebie-jeebies. Dan Bell and his friend Will travel the United States filming strange and abandoned places. One sweltering day as they are traveling through the New Mexico desert, they spot a rundown abandoned travel lodge and decide to take a look inside. But the old abandoned travel lodge turns out to be quite a bit more terrifying than Dan and his friend Will ever expected. First, Dan almost steps on a coiled rattlesnake.
This is why you gotta be really careful out here. Because right there, whoops, right there, is a rattlesnake.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even see him before I actually stepped over him.
Without even realizing it, Dan had walked right by the snake earlier, but luckily just didn't get bit.
Walked right past him. You can see my footprint right there. And he didn't rattle.
But little does Dan know that things are about to take a much more terrifying turn.
There's wood floors.
Dan feels a sting on the back of his head and turns around to find a huge angry swarm of African killer bees that have formed a hive inside the old travel lodge. The aggressive killer bees attack them en masse as Dan yells in pain. Dan and Will both run for the exit, with Dan frantically dropping his camera to the ground. Luckily, Dan and Will escape with some very severe and painful stings, but nothing too serious. The two guys wait a few hours until the bees calm down, and then Dan finally retrieves his camera and they hit the road again, happy to be far away from the angry swarm of African killer bees. Talking head. A young woman named Mara says that her aunt came to pick her up at her house one day and noticed the neighbor's little girl acting very strangely.
Hold on. Let me read what that says first. My aunt came to get me and seen my neighbour's kid talking to nobody, so started recording, and this is what happened. Hold on. I've learnt a new way of going back as well. Oh, look at this new way. I thought I was looking at it all wrong. I thought that was like a hood thing, but that's actually her. creepy little Nazi kid just goose stepping on her front porch.
Where the f did she just go?
The young girl seems to be talking to no one. Then she strangely paces away, turns and nods, and talks again to whoever. As the woman pans her camera over to try to see who the girl is talking to, the little girl just disappears from sight. Now, there is something in this video that some viewers believe make it even creepier. But did you see it? As the woman pans away from the girl right before she disappears, some pale, featureless little face seems to peek out from behind one of the pots for just a fraction of a second. Now, some believe that this is even more proof that something spooky was going on here. But then some believe that this could just be another kid that was hidden by the pot and who the little girl was talking to. But no one is quite sure why the kid doesn't seem to have a face. But is it real paranormal activity or just a kid acting a bit weird? Let me know what you think. Scary videos. Now if you watch my...
I mean, kids are weird, and that is weird. And I'd say that she's probably going to kill her whole family. If I had to have an expert opinion on that scenario. Don't know what that was that peeped round, but it ain't nothing good.
On a regular basis, you probably know that these are videos that are a little spooky or a little weird, but mostly just kinda goofy. Case in point, if you're going out to the woods in the middle of the night to take some artsy photographs, you should probably know what's in those woods.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Look at that.
You go lower than that.
Oh.
Lower than.
I think it's poison.
Wait, no, Britt, hold
No, hold on.
I'm
chill.
going first.
Oh, nah, go first. I'm about to take a picture of it. You gotta get lower than that. Look at him move.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh, it's about to catch something. Y'all ready to go back?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yo, what the f is that? Look, in scary movies, what's when they say, yo, let's...
Wait.
Wait, how y'all roll out before we wait?
Now, those sounds are just a pack of coyotes on the prowl, and coyotes almost never ever hurt humans. But if I heard that in the middle of the dark woods, I'd probably have this same reaction.
Yeah, same.
And then I'd get the f out. So next, I featured several clips of dogs accidentally scaring their owners. But this owner flips it, and the dogs were not prepared. Now, whether you thought that was funny or not, come on, that's one hell of a trick. Look at that guy. Come on. Anyway, next. When you settle in with your friends to talk about demons and freaky, weird paranormal stuff, you should be aware of your surroundings.
Like, demonic spirits are obviously connected to the devil, right? And usually things that are demonic, they make noises 3 times to mock the
Holy
three...
Trinity.
The 3 bells. Not the 3 bells. Oh. But yes, that too, but... Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son. So the fact that it was church bells and it was mocking the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that's insane.
I never thought of that.
That's there's 5 of us, so we're safe. Guys, it turns off when it's so. Oh my god, we have monkeys in the car. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. Oh my god, no.
Now, that is just a typical car dome light turning off after a set time, exactly like it's supposed to. But just for a second, I think these girls thought it was an attack from hell. So, thanks so much for watching. Please like, follow, subscribe, and all the other stuff. And hopefully, I will see you back here next time.
I like that the girls crossed themselves and done all the proper religious stuff where they struggled to say, and they said it in the wrong order, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yeah. Hilarious, though. That one of the coyotes would definitely scare me because it did sound like a group of people started just screaming, which instantly makes you think it's some weird, creepy cult or something. Like they're going out in the like satanic cult or something like that. But yeah, that trick of the going up and down the door as well, that is actually quite good. But yeah, that video of the two brothers, I think that might be one of the best nukes I've ever seen. That was crazy. That was crazy that the police reacted like that. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.